Yeah. Well, I'm
I want to get some extra more. Like I read this. I suppose you look at it. I mean, it was the cash was still doing quite well. There's along with Dash, but like the second Dash, I'm like close to skeptical of it. He said that it's like I guess Dash like they do a frequently and they like put out like a million coins per day, which is like extra fun, but I think that that's a whole bunch of community or something.
oh, I don't know.
I think that Dash put out the first day they put out a million coins, so the people you know were part of the you know creating it. They like showed or something like their first day, and then it's all nine coins.
Yeah.
So there's more coins released on one day, or whatever. But um, there are extra more. While I look into it, and it's like just super down right now. Like
I know, but
it's at its lowest.
what can you do with privacy coins because the regulators are really coming down hard on who uses them, what they're used for, and the exchanges that
Well,
allow
yeah,
trading of them.
extra more still on most of the Dutch and Dutch.
Well, they are
You
for
got your own
now.
coin.
Yeah, I mean, for now, I mean, it just there's this overhang, this fear of uncertainty that many people don't even want to bother with right now. So they're just bailing
Yeah.
out at whatever price. And who knows what's going to happen to the future of some of these? All I can say is there was now ETH, Ethereum is going up a little bit, um, stronger today. Um, I like some of these smaller ones they're moving, like DGB, KNC. They're up marginally today. It's like where can you find the most value for? Uh,
And now I it's just something like that. I basically I when I bought I got third like about finance. Uh, so I want to money out of finance to go and go meet somebody with it.
yeah. Well,
So now I'm just waiting the next target. I'm doing it on the finance. So my option is better to cheap with the finance. I saying the money, but I also thinking about it before waiting on shit.
I like Golem here. I think GNT has a lot of upside. Trying to pull up a chart here. It's down like basically 50% since May or June.
You know,
I mean, that's pretty volatile. Like this is the type of the volatility that we're stomaching in the fund because even though the fund's up 13% for the month, uh, some of these big moves in these smaller caps, like the 50% down move in GNT, these type of moves have very adversely affected the performance.
there's this one reaction on my end.
What?
You're not on finance, just on
No,
finance.
no. Yeah, Poloniacs.
You can't get rid of coin.
No, I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want Raven Coin.
Oh,
It's just so. It just seems so corny. It just seems like it just seemed like a group of traders got together and wanted to pump, and do a pump and dump, and it just seems like they picked Raven Coin and some mainstream. I mean, oh, do you have Raven Coin? Oh yeah, here. Tap your card into the kiosk. It's never going to be used. It's just a pump and dump as far as I think.
but it has the same market cap as well.
I don't know. I think it's just a group. It's a group pump.
Like before it shot up, it's totally not even shot super high up.
Well, I mean, you can say, okay, Vertcoin. Maybe Vertcoin is going to be the next Raven coin. You know,
What point?
Vertcoin, VTC.
What do you mean the next evolve?
No, I'm just saying, like,
Was
just whatever. Like, I mean, you don't know what's going to be the next.
that was popular. It was you can't get any software yet.
Or EOS. I mean, what do you think about EOS?
Deals?
Yeah.
I had I made a lot of them a month ago.
So you're no longer interested in EOS?
Well, I'm interested in it right now. Again, I've had not to have $3. I got it. I paid below $3. It went up to like 50, 60%. I'm all I had it. It was Bitcoin Cash, which was the old, when it went up. Uh, I basically made the first trade state decisions just to put like most of my money out on a single link and match up all of my EOS money out. Because I just, like I've been looking at EOS a lot. And
Yeah.
it's revolving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So you always make an opportunity to buy it at a good price. And
Or Cosmos. What's your opinion on Cosmos?
what? Yeah,
Cosmos.
yeah, I know. You don't call it out.
I I'm trying to have a better understanding for like the fundamentals, but
Well, it's similar to chain link in terms of fundamental.
okay.
It's similar to why it has a lot of fundamentals. So, and I guess it's like $200 million like other companies can't go into those like ratio or whatever it's like from that.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. That's another one that I have that is possible because it's another one that you can go like it's built or something else or two. I guess then that's another one that like a $4 billion market cap. But yeah, actually, it's crazy. It's hovering at like 0.32 or something. Both you and I search history affect the YouTube algorithm because right now, for example, like not just Alex Jones being banned, you're like Joe Rogan being like banned and all kinds of things. Now but Alex Jones, even though he's like it's kind of like speaking it is kind of alarming. He's literally banned from every single planet. You can only watch the show or like or or whatever. And then you can't turn on the machine until you take it down. Or like me and my friend Gary were tweeting stuff, on YouTube and Facebook, take it down. And uh, usually when you get a new friend, you default like a default thing. Like when you get a new friend, you follow them or whatever. So I noticed that followers were like like one percent of my friends or whatever. And so then I added like 400 people just to see if they would follow me. It's like a whole algorithm fucked around it. I tried to totally like information. If you have any information that I got put out to be seen by a general account people or whatever. Uh, I think it's possible to be now. I'm not really like searching or care if you're searching for crypto. I try to just search for crypto all day, so if I need that, it will be crypto. If I look at one thing on Reddit, all of a sudden, like, it takes like 4 for me to get the crypto algorithm back onto my phone. Like, I just looked up like rap battles or like Grateful Dead on like Reddit, and then all of a sudden, they're sending me all this bullshit. Whereas when I was just looking at crypto on Reddit, it was sending me a lot of bullshit, but it was also leading me to like
data is done. It's used to manipulate, to contain, to herd the masses into these digital slaughterhouse, like advertised to and sold, and it's only going to get worse. And the big data is only going to try to get with quantum computers and with all these things. Humans are toast. Like superhuman AI is going to have to like step in to save humans. I'm spending more. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm basically just on some platforms like eBay, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and then what I'm trying to do is just trying to put little memes or pictures or thoughts or concepts or links or whatever to get people to think more about, like, because everyone's basically like a zombie, uh, walking around with no fundamental education or concept about monetary matters, uh, or pretty much anything advanced in technology. They're pretty much like just very um, tamed, low down, compassionate, emotional consumer.
population of people that
Happen is the technological revolution that's happening like at such a fast pace. Humans are going to be they're not going to be able to perceive like
like the internet, like there's becoming these like this multiverse or like internet that are like cloning basically like the cybernetics or the optics or whatever, the NSA, like literally like really wow.
I don't really like to get too conspiratorial.
That's not conspiracy. That's public record. They talk about it on their site. They explain how they do it. It's not like
Well, we know so little about consciousness and the nature of the universe in which we find ourselves. And as more clarity gets, through about that, people will be able to reorganize their value system.
clarity already been how it feels. Like you're saying that the people that have any awareness or ability to see something like that already perceive something like that. People that don't never will.
Well, it's like how many more hundreds and hundreds of years will our intelligent life have to endure in order, like, at a pace that can accelerate and sustain more complex life forms, like, and then spread them like to exoplanets, to which they will be then, like, and all that. I mean, ultimately, like, the fate of like civilization or intelligent life depends on this technology from to develop. And um, people not concerned about that or concerned about other things, they might be all of a sudden blindsided one day with a very existential problem or situation, like we've had in the past, with different like war time scenarios, moments in history where like the fate of humanity was in question, or like now it's the whole climate change, and it's people are getting really upset, or they're being directed by certain emotional things to act out on certain impulses, or respond to certain stimuli. So now we
but the response is often like 500 character or 30 or 24 character or less response about something that they didn't know nothing about.
they have the attention span of a circus monkey.
That they're talking about conversation.
Yeah,
You
these
know, I
people
mean,
have
the
the
thing that
attention
technology
span.
would have to do is be one, they would have to be able to, in a sense, things that the human being to live. They need to be able to live as water, oxygen, the fundamentals that allow civilization to continue and continue.
Can perceive like past events, but it's not fundamental to like it just goes off into infinity.
Just put us out there real quick. That conference I was telling you about, my girlfriend speaking at, she's speaking on the topic, what is money?
Yeah.
At a blockchain conference.
And then what about robots? Like robots will require to be paid in money. What money would they accept?
Right after we were having that conversation about like that type of thing.
Robots will be taxed in the accounting, right? It's like cryptocurrency solves that problem, or the payments, faci- to facilitate trade and transfer of value from a non-biological intelligent being to a biological. They can transact with each other, and they can convey value in terms that they both understand. Like, so you can teach the robot how to transfer value, and in what situations it would need to do that, what like trigger events that would have to happen. So it just basically like, if you need money, you then, I mean, there's into like the into like the like kind of like this virtual reality that's being like formed simultaneously. A more in-depth internet, I think, it will eventually evolve from the Google, YouTube, Facebook internet, like with conscious beings to share ideas like that is more easier to has a better user interface. And maybe that'll be done with cameras and with like augmented reality that I've seen that have been popularized. I guess Pokey puts it up, but I haven't really seen one that's really taken off. Oh, just regular gaming.
Gaming in of itself, or kind of alter the consciousness, you know, kind of fulfill certain things that were once fulfilled in more personal ways.
So what happens with like say like in the year 2045, like what would you expect? Like would humans like be able to tell between their like biological consciousness and I guess some parallel like ghost consciousness in the back of the system? Or I don't know if that even doesn't really make too much sense, but I mean, would they be aware of parallel like consciousnesses?
Well, I think that what's going to happen is that there must be something going on where some part of humanity already has the ability to merge into like computer and the narrow.
or like if you if somebody dies.
Well, yeah, the dog like the singularity will be like full like
So if somebody dies,
all the time.
like if you die, you could wake up all of a sudden in this endless um, like serendipitous world where you're able to like go through different universes in the multiverse, and it's like a never ending like dream that you wake up to. Like
But then it's not like right now.
yeah, I mean the odds are that this is not based reality according.
I mean, that it is physical reality and like all another reality outside this reality.
Well, no, that just that it's not inside of a simulation. Like that's what the simulation hypothesis uh, says in the original. It is and it was forever, and maybe it just got more complex along the way along the route. That's kind of like a little bit of a bouncing type of thing, but or eternal bouncing. But I don't really know. I don't know. It would be interesting where the technology goes in the next if we don't blow ourselves up in the next 20 years, logical maturity. Or the other alternative is that they become bored and they just give up and they don't even care. They don't bother with doing ancestor simulations.
It's like AI, power, capable of um,
How do people get subscribers on YouTube? It's virtually impossible. There's
well,
there
you
there's
have to
accounts with
go
like
up here, you have to one other thing, you have to well, like you have to basically stay in like fully on activity, but you have to be a total
look at PewDiePie. Look at that guy PewDiePie or whatever. He has 100 million subscribers.
yes.
He's just a complete moron. I mean, I don't mean to make judgment on the guaranteed income from that. It's like a vaporware of like guaranteed income stream, like to certain like entertaining like like groomed like internet celebrity type, um, and then that in turn influences.
The liberals think that the news that they're watching is real somehow, and that the other news isn't real when being like Make America Great Again, he's he's like he's like the this and that's the future. That like found the record of all the games that were played in the future and got rich and just destroys humanity and shit everywhere. That's
Well,
wrong. Something
I think Trump. I don't
he
Trump.
says things that make sense. He never says anything of any substantive value. And and ironically, you know, like then the people that were forced to go on the bandwagon, like Alex Jones, are completely wrong. You know,
Well, you see, it was just the right. Okay, Do- Donald
that was
Trump.
where he
Donald Trump wasn't the best solution. He was just the right person at the right time for just for a couple years. He all he was brought in to do all he was brought in to do was to 100%. and we're like trying to figure out how to like monetize the debt more efficiently. Trump was brought in there, the baby boomers. Okay, Trump was brought in there because he wanted to give he had to give the baby boomers something to believe in and something to that they could feel comfortable passing down to their children. And a lot of baby boomers jumped on the bandwagon, and they've been on the bandwagon ever since. I don't think that this, they're retiring like 10,000 a day at an unbelievable rate, and they don't even have the funds to sustain their lifestyle. And so now, this leaves a wide open playing field for someone like, suggesting universal basic income or anything like that. Not just to tear down, not just to tear down what like Warren. Warren just wants to just nuclear bomb the whole thing and just see where the things land, or
climate change and all these concepts were created in the middle of the 20th century by like people like Kissinger and that's a little police state. It started running like full flag after full flag after full flag after full flag. And they talk about many years ago in all kinds of writings and how they're going to use words like climate change, global warming, terrorism, racism, all this stuff, and that might be vibrational frequency inside of them based on the reality tunnel that they believe they inhabit. And the reality tunnel is predicated by the people that they would have proven. And the other side of it is, the people that were like, Trump, he's a millionaire. It makes no sense.
And then he had to. So after lowering taxes and getting rid of some of the bureaucracy and red tape, well, yeah, I'm saying like the death tax, for example, getting rid of the death tax, is was something that Obama, over 8 years, Obama slowly eroded things, and things got, our military got weak. He extended wars. Obama extended wars, but at the same time, he unwound a lot of he unwound a lot of the technological advancements that we were developing. So Trump basically just went in there to undo what Obama did to get us out of some deals. Yeah, anti-liberal type. He's the most anti-liberal president we've ever had in our life, in our entire existence. President that we've ever had. I don't know if he's. That's what Newt Gingrich said. Yeah, Newt Gingrich said that.
So actually, he's the most liberal president we've ever had. The most Republican president we've had was Reagan.
No, but they're
trying to further the liberals into like forming their own sect.
Well, that's how he remains relevant, and that's.
Do not let the masses get all those sort of power. And so Trump came in after Obama did that excellent job of making people think that like he was telling them something, and Trump just started totally saying baggage. So the average person would just be an argument. They just you have to do this. I mean, it's fucking shit.
Yeah, but what this leads to.
Technology, it blew up the entire Middle East for the past 40 years. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about how the whole Middle East has been completely destroyed. It's worse than World War II. It's worse than now. It's China. What's happened over there? And no one talks about that. Everyone cares about their iPhones and their money and the social security.
Yeah, correct. Correct.
Meanwhile, all these fucking baby people that like chemical weapons and stuff for that.
So far behind the curve. No, but the masses are the masses.
Manufactured to it and go on like CNN and simply explain for an hour a day like the actual fundamental stuff of people. Like people will be that people actually last night, they wouldn't argue about things that don't matter. They would just unite, and then they would refuse to pay taxes, and refuse to work until the military came back into the U.S. and was only used to help the U.S. There's something happening. That's it. That's all the military should be used for. It should not be roaming around in proxy wars. And there's so many wars going on right now. So they're doing it right. And talk about fear reform. Like, I mean, they go to like complete force wars going on right now. And they're like, oh, what is this term? Like, what? And something else is great for harder than I said talking like that. There's no evolution. Time's always been here. Technology's always been here. The internet's always been here. They just hide it from us. They explore parts of the world and they hide it from us.
So see, that goes off into like outer space, like Alex Jones, like category. I know, but I don't have the.
Anyway, I was just because Trump, Obama, just over and over again. I just can't listen to that because I do not believe that the president is voted into the public.
Well, it was okay. It was Trump. It was Trump or Hillary, and which one do you think? No, but it narrowed down. It narrowed down to where the general election was between Donald Trump and Hillary. Go right, you can go left again.
They invented neoliberalism in the 70s, Clinton, and like people in like the CIA and Howard. They invented neoliberalism to be an illusion that's actually more Republican than the Republicans, but it appears.
Yeah, but you put in Elizabeth Warren in office.
If your whole country is a Warren, she's a 50-year-old robot. No way she's going to become the president. And I hope that the black person that you think of becomes president. I hope that like the Vox becomes the president or Kanye West becomes the president.
No, Andrew Yang's going to be the president. Like there's not. Yeah, there's another year. There's a whole year.
You realize how much that guy's nobody.
I was a supporter of Donald Trump when he was at 1%.
People sort of notice of him. Donald Trump was analyzed by persuasion experts, and he scored at the highest possible level that human being can score. So he doesn't really love him, and that's what they want. They want a president that people hate or love. They don't want a president that people are like, he's okay.
So you want like a Joe Biden to step back?
I'm telling you, I don't think there's a national president. It doesn't affect me at all. Like, Biden and Trump are the same thing. But, Trump's is more of a criminal, or at least like outlandish criminal in the 80s. The amount of things that he did, some people over. He wasn't a robot. He did.
He's just a real estate developer, you know. He gets too much credit for being so.
Just do like even just like a general like not propaganda like gigantic like inquiry into Donald Trump. Like even like documentaries that are included and like talking about the things that he did, and it's like he's like basically like the head of the mafia.
I wouldn't go as far to say that.
Well, that's what he felt in the 1890s, how he made all the money, was when his lawyer was like literally the lawyer of all the mafia bosses, and he was running around Manhattan, making buildings that nobody needed, and he inherited a bunch of money, and basically did nothing.
I think he inherited what? Was it 1 million or was it 10 million that he used?
That's what he said. He said he's going to do these morning rollers. Like, yeah, right.
Okay, in any case, he was selected or he was voted in to oversee the lost decade.
No, but
He's just a he was a no nut. He was a Doolittle
Yes, but at least
president.
Obama
He
and he
bailed
was
out all the
trying to
banks.
make
He bailed out all the large financial
Obama
institutions to anybody else. Obama had the perfect chance. He could have ended the Fed. He could have set us up for some other successes. Obama was not a great president. He was not a.
I'm saying that at least Obama, like he was someone that if you look back at his
Obama has nothing to do with cryptocurrencies. Obama and cryptocurrencies have nothing to do with each other. It's totally irrelevant. Two different things.
All Trump has done is so right to fuck everyone over, and he should be dead. And it doesn't make sense to me how he's not dead. That's the thing with apples. Buildings that look good, his buildings look like shit, his golf courses look like shit, he has no taste in art, he has no taste in anything. You know? He's just a very
Obama, he's done a pretty good job at doing that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not like I don't think there's a president. You're still in the reality tunnel that there's a president that controls things. I don't think about it like that. It doesn't cross my mind. I don't think
He's someone. Somebody has to sign some documents. So if you were betting, if you went to Vegas and you had to bet $1,000, or no, you do what?
41 was just too crazy for Trump to be the president. So if Trump became the president that time, then he goes up here and becomes president again.
I think he's losing some power, some support recently.
I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, maybe it's the Beto guy.
Yeah, but it's a process, though.
But I also am under the opinion that the vote is an illusion like everything else. I don't think it is how it works, how it works, truthful work, thing it works. I don't buy it. But, game season, but I don't know. You probably just not like, yeah, I mean, you probably will. But I mean, I'm about stuff right now. What happened?
Order in 2014, 2015, and I think I did push some people into the camp to vote for him on that platform, and then Microsoft bought them for $30 billion. I had tens of thousands of followers. And I was rapidly posting. Under every single Hillary Clinton post, I would respond to every single comment. So I responded to every single comment on every single Hillary Clinton post. Election, I'm hoping to at least ripple some waves in whichever social media direction that I see. If I was you, I'd be a billion already, but I don't know how you're not. I really can't understand it. But if I was you, I would believe anything you've ever said about Trump. I'm not gonna try to do that. It would take forever. So I'm proud. I'm actually quite proud that I was a Trump supporter for the time that I was during that time. Saying that you agreed with Trump for a certain period of time, for a certain job rendered, I don't think that disqualifies anyone. I don't think that saying that disqualifies anyone, or no, it does. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. No. There's plenty of Trump supporters that are.
Yes, but those people, if they had a pot, they already have a pot on between them.
Trump had to undo some of the shit Obama did, so now he did that. So now it's time to go forward. Go forward with Andrew Yang.
He said one thing about something saying, okay, making sense. And then you said something in this like
undoing Obama,
undoing Obama.
repealing Iran deal, countless wars, um,
You think we
uh,
look at this less wars now?
more shady dealings with foreign leaders.
Shady dealings.
No, but he even Obama has shady dealings too in his past.
Of course he does.
The billions on the plane to Iran, like in cash payment of $150 billion.
The biggest hoax was that Trump was talking to Putin was a big thing. When Obama and him were like best friends. It was literally like 25 hours of video of them talking and recording on every single issue.
Okay, well, there was no collusion, there was no Russian collusion, and there was no obstruction of justice found. So that's several concepts that you want to think bias towards where I get my information.
What I'm saying is that if Russia thinks that they figure out a way to get whoever they want to become the president, they're going to do that.
It wasn't Russia. It wasn't Russia that you can't blame a mania or no you can't but you can't. It was a mania. It swept the nation. You can't blame another country for a craze, the whole Trump phenomenon.
I'm just saying that you don't know for sure that they didn't.
Marketing genius, like brand name marketing genius. I mean, you can't blame that on a country. It was a wave that swept the entire nation. They didn't want to accept it. They didn't want to think it was real. They want to make it think it was like a orchestrated. No, they totally just lost. They didn't have any momentum. Trump did, and he had the brand name. People knew him in the media for a long time. He was fairly, he had kind of an even keel to him. He wasn't like, he was very boisterous. He was very boisterous, like in his younger years, and he might have said, "I'm gonna have to end."
What they do is they take the least worst thing we did, and then they put that into the public. Or we get sexual porn star. Or we talk to this guy on Channel E about like how easy it is to have sex with girls. Because what happens is when people that done all the really bad things, they want to talk
a very small, narrow rabbit hole. I don't even know what to say, because I mean, it's just like making up rumors and like, well, I have a hunch this, and I speculate that this is, and making drawing this whole person, this supporting Trump. I'm not saying like everything he did was great and everything. I'm saying he.
supporting Trump was bad. I'm saying the people that were looking.
It was an over exaggerated marketing phenomenon that happened in 2016.
Trump has been good for the dollar. What does that even mean? How is Trump good for the dollar?
Well, no, yeah, he has been good for the dollar. He's the actual numerical U.S. dollar currency index hit all-time highs at about 99.07. The day's range was 99.07. It had a previous day range of 99.11. So it's reaching all-time high. Trump has bolstered the U.S. dollar. Look at silver. I mean, you can't argue like with prices. Okay, silver's gone. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.